Like Ric Flair said once upon a time. We're back again with a brand new episode with the boys here as always. You know, I'm not gonna say our names, but I'm going to anyways. The boy Brett, the homie Brad, me and myself Eduardo. We're back at it on the train, boys. How's it going? How's everybody doing today on this fantastic Saturday? You guys good?
The boys are back in town.
Exactly.
The boys are back in town.
Who sings that? Who's the band of that? I just typed it in. I just added. I don't know who the band was who sings that song.
Probably Metallica.
Yeah. You know, another song that comes to mind is "Who Let the Dogs Out."
Every time I see Molly jumping up, my family jewels, man.
We got some dog cages to discuss.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as you can tell, we've there's a lot going on since the last time the boys and I we came into La Casa, aka the studio, and just discussed the many different things that cross our minds or just we come across during the weekday for sure. So there's a lot of stuff happening. But the big one of them all, of course, and referencing what my boy Brad was talking about here or what he just said was in regards to cages. Now, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, aka Brother Love, like what he goes by nowadays, Brother Love or Mr. Love, whatever you want to say, however you want to put it.
What's the newest name?
I don't know. What is it?
P. Diddler?
Yeah, the Diddler. Exactly, the Diddler, the villain, right? So
all the names are kind of suspect at this point if you really dive into it. Puff Daddy
is wild, dude. Everything that is coming to light. I mean, we always talk about this, Brett, that back in the days, if you've been following hip hop and just kind of like at the start or at the beginning of the East and West Coast beef, all that stuff, and how Puff Daddy was perceived aside from Suge Knight, it seems like the two are kind of opposite now, where it's like a total different. I guess we're looking at it different now, right? As time has gone by, but with all this coming out, it seems very it's surprising to me that at the end of the day, it was Puff Daddy doing all this, allegedly all this fuck shit, right?
Yeah, all of this is alleged.
Alleged, of course. We want to put that out there first and foremost. But of course, Brett, we have a lot of interesting facts, I guess. What's out there in the public and the court documents, of course, that's happened with this case. But most recently, his house got raided in Miami. Like was it 2 or 3 houses that got raided or whatever? And there was like a big rumor that he was on the run. Initially, I thought that he was on the run on his jet that had landed somewhere on some island or whatever. But he was actually, I don't know if he was in custody, but he was still in Miami. But more of the story. Let's talk about some of this. If anybody's not following up on this, we're going to cover on some key details about this. So my boy Brett here has some stuff that he wants to kind of put out there. So let's dive into this, boys. Let's get into this.
I mean, where do you want to start? I mean, we've got some allegations between Diddy and Fabulous wanting to go shopping. Apparently, Diddy wanted to take Fabulous out shopping, hitting on him a lot. Diddy trafficking 50s baby's mom.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that is insane.
Diddy and Meek Mill audio leak. I just shared that before. Brad had never heard that, and he didn't even know what was going on.
He questioned it like I did. Like, where the hell did you find that?
But I mean, also some longstanding accusations or conspiracies between Diddy and Justin Bieber. He took custody of him for a bit, and then of course the whole thing that prompted all of this to begin with was the Diddy and Cassie sexual assault.
Yeah,
that was he thought that he paid her quicker than anything.
It was it was a fast dispute. It was very quick turnaround to where he paid her, I would say, a few million, right? To just kind of get over it. I don't know the exact amount, but we've talked about it a little bit on the pod before.
Yep.
But the surprising thing is that he just wanted to get over and done with. That's that. Settled it immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know. He didn't want to drag it out long, but it's just, I don't know, man. It just seemed kind of sus. That's what the kids would say nowadays, right?
There's now video that has surfaced on the internet of Diddy sitting next to Mike Tyson with Steve Harvey. And trying to reach over and touch his hand, and Mike Tyson
Mike would have 1-2 you, bro. One piece to you right there, dude. Uppercut.
And of course we've heard this whole time with Keefy D an alleged gang member with the Southside Crips, his latest arrest, and the possible connection between P. Diddy and the Tupac murder with also Zip.
Yep.
And then the connection to Diddy, Biggie Smalls' death, the fact that he knew that he was a mark and he ran that red light, leaving Big behind.
Yep.
The connection with the nightclub shooting that got
with,
Shine deported, and he had to serve some time. Allegedly, that gun that Shine took claim of was the gun that Sean Combs used to shoot some lady's nose off. You know, and she said, "I saw him with the gun. He shot me.
Got away clean."
P. Diddy.
Yep.
P. Diddy made me pretty.
Oh no, Mace. He's the one that got away from this all, man. He's the one that's still successful, man.
Yep. And then, speaking of Mace, Mace had come out with his own story of being left behind at a hotel in LA, full of blood gang members. Yep. And, at the time when they were after bad boy artists and entertainers, there was, just more recent ones, sexual assaults coming out with, I guess, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s now getting in the mix.
I saw that, and, that name being thrown out there too.
Yes, even his sons are getting into the mix now.
And also they caught that supposed drug runner.
Yes.
That was running
Cuba
drugs
Gooding
for him. All that.
P. Diddy.
Oh, P. Diddy's son.
Yeah,
Okay.
P.
Diddy's.
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, man, it's getting pretty wild though. But
the one that go ahead.
Keep going, man. You're on the roll.
Oh well, the one that I wanted us to focus on, the one that really rocked my bell, was I think that you had given it to me, and I had to I'll just come out with it. There are allegations, there's some conspiracy theories out there.
Yes.
That Tupac and Diddy may have had some sort of love feud back in the day, because you're seeing them in photos and they're at the same parties, and we all know Diddy's kind of parties that he liked to throw. He threw some freaky parties, and
Sex
just
parties,
go on the internet and you'll hear all about it. And it was very male related. Males had to be a part of Diddy's circle. And the fact that him and Pac were close, you had former bodyguard
Gene Deal
talking about that. You had Keefy D, who was at some of these parties.
Yep, he's
talking about it. He saw them two together.
Yeah.
So I mean, these are people that were like there
at the moment,
and they're saying things didn't add up, and then suddenly they just abruptly
kind of ended their relationship, right? Like they're
abruptly.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I just want to put it out there. I came across this video talking about this, and they were making these points where, hey, you know what? Take it for what it is. I'm just the messenger here, okay? I'm still a fan of Pac regardless, all right? But I had to send my boy this and just let him know, dude, what if they were in a relationship this whole time and the feud was because they were just, I don't know, something happened between them? Because like you think about all this stuff, right, with Pac. There's that infamous photo me and you discussed a long time ago. There was was it in the Vibe magazine?
It was in Vibe, yep.
A Vibe magazine photo shoot of Pac filled with jewelry, gold jewelry, naked
in a bathtub.
Like why? Like when you're kind of thinking about it, like why would you do that? like what would cross your mind? Like who? Like hey Pac, you know what would you think about you being nude, drowned in complete gold jewelry, just spread out like whatever?
Yeah,
and it was one of those ones that just to me didn't make sense to fit his persona. West Coast, you're on Death Row Records. I don't know if he was on Death Row Records at the time.
No, he
wasn't.
It
raises an eyebrow. Like I don't know, man. And then just the style that he had, right? With like, the Levi's with the boots, the freaking, what is it? The bulletproof vest, that black bulletproof vest. Whatever.
No, that was just a leather vest. That was a skin tight leather vest, my man.
I'm like, hey, if you want to call it style, cool. But it just kind of like, I don't know if it really fits your
let's talk
image,
about that vest because T.I. tried doing it. And he got flamed for that, right?
The leather vest?
Yes. You can't a man cannot wear that, right?
Yeah.
When Pac did it, I mean, I'm just trying to think, like, how did he get away with that?
Dude, he was because he was like the biggest thing there was that day. I think they just overlooked that because Pac was Pac at that time. They're not gonna question like, yo, man, your style's kind of we're kind of questioning how you dress, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just to start him at that level where he was at, we just kind of overlooked that and they didn't care. But when you think about it and you got fast forward, like kind of like sitting back, wait a minute.
Yeah, hindsight 2020. The freaking nose piercing?
Yeah.
Dude, what dude have you seen with a nose piercing?
I was literally going to say that. I was going to say the same thing.
And then
His skin was a little too good.
He was in ballet too. He was in ballet back in the days. He was like in dance
treatments.
Like back when he was early.
Ballet?
Yeah, he was in ballet, like in dance, and he was in a dance academy when he was younger.
I knew he was at Baltimore School of Arts.
Yes.
I think maybe I'll give him a little bit of credit for that they may have made him do that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hey, to each their own, right? But all these things we're talking about, right? Like when I was watching this, and I was trying to find the video to send it to you just so you can watch it for yourself to get your own perspective on it. But I had to tell you, like, dude, like, what do you think about this? You know,
well,
I just wanted to get your.
What about when he was filming Poetic Justice and Janet Jackson made him take an HIV test?
There you go. Like more stuff.
Was there more to that?
Hey, we're just putting this stuff out there. You guys can figure it out for decide how you want to decide it. Doesn't change my view on him. Like as an artist, he was a sick fucking rapper. Like you want to if not, I would say top 5 for sure. To me, in my personal opinion. But what I'm saying is just you look back at it, it's just like. Like you gotta question certain things, But that's right. Even for a while, when I saw that video, I didn't even know that Puff and him were really good friends. That one kind of tripped me out. Like, wait, what? I didn't even know they were like really like they were.
I didn't know they were that tight.
Yeah, they were pretty close. Yeah, they were pretty close. Yeah. So I mean, then of course he went to Death Row, West Coast. Diddy was on the East, and obviously everything unfolded like it unfolded. But
so I mean, the feud. I knew that there was some beef, and I thought that the feud was Tupac wanted Biggie on Thug Life, and then Biggie ends up on Bad Boy Records. So I thought the whole time that was the feud.
That was the feud, yeah.
That was the feud. And it could be. Yeah. That could be the feud. And all of this conspiracy could just be people trying to get likes and follows and all that stuff. We are not aiming for that. We're just like, people are talking about it, so we're going to talk about it.
It made its way trickle down to the Beyond Suspicion podcast. That's why we're discussing it here. It was just very interesting. Like we look back, I'm like, I don't know, they kind of have a point there. But is it valid? Is it true? We'll never know. Obviously, unfortunately, because Tupac's no longer here. R.I.P. So it's like we'll never know. We'll never know the true side, like everything, what transpired.
Right. And to go on the other side, I've seen many interviews with like Napoleon, members of the Outlaw. And they said they're adamant that there was nothing along those lines that Tupac was involved in. But hey, if Tupac's got to be my Elton John, so I'll take it.
Yeah, whatever. It won't change anything. I mean, dude, he dropped bars, so it's like I wouldn't look at him different.
He would fit in with modern day rap. I mean, like everyone always jokes about how gay everything is. I mean, it's like the way they dress, the way their little nose piercings and tongue piercings,
like little Uzi Vert riding, rocking that like see-through shirt.
Yeah, doing skin treatments and shit, and their face is all shiny. I mean,
no, you know what? I always thought maybe like this is some Illuminati thing, but like Illuminati is really big about like putting people to shame. So if you want to make it somewhere, okay, go out there and wear a dress. And that's like one thing that the Illuminati does to people.
Like embarrass you, right?
Yeah, they want to shame
Thug
you.
did that,
it's got to be public humiliation.
Young Thug, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman did that. He was his own character.
He was his own dude. I feel like he was his own like it was like his part of his persona in a sense, right?
Yeah.
He wanted to stand out, which I respect. Like he did his thing, but he did his thing on the court too. So it's like I respect.
He was getting the most beautiful women.
Yeah.
So, seriously.
Carmen Electra.
Oh,
dude. Yeah.
I remember
smoking her out. Yeah, dude.
They got married in like 2 nights. I think they hung out in Vegas.
Right?
And it was done.
And they got married. Yeah. He must have gave her that grade A dick.
Dude.
Like,
well, he did. I did remember there was a story about when he was talking about breaking his
thing.
Breaking it.
Yeah. He said he ran to the chick. He was running to the chick and he like trying to land on her and he broke it. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. You didn't know that?
Like he tried to dive into it?
Yeah, he tried to literally. That's how he said it. He did it. Yeah. He was talking about it, how he's like that one time I broke my what. And yeah, dude, he said he was running towards her and he fucking like threw himself and fucking broke it. I'm like, Oh, that's
man,
great.
that guy went hard in the paint.
Dude, literally. The goat, he's a goat, though, honestly. I mean, 6 rings, dude. Is 6 rings right? He did it with 6 rings, right?
He had like 8 nose rings, too.
Yeah, dude. Guy was a menace. But nonetheless, back to the subject, right? The one thing that I say solidifies this whole Puffy thing, right? And I think it's going to be the tell of the tape once everything goes to court, or if and even it comes to court. I know you've seen a lot of interviews with Gene Deal, who was his ex-bodyguard, that literally said every little thing that just seems super suspicious about Puff. And I mean, who better than the person that was with you at all times, protecting you during that time, that would know the ins and outs? Why would he lie? Like, he even said, I'm not trying to benefit anything from it. He's like, I'm good, dude. Like, it sucks that Notorious or, Biggie had to die. It's like, I was more looking out for him because, he was a young guy trying to come up, and I knew this dude was just being like super crooked against him and not wanting to let him go about his, his deal or whatever, and try to screw him over for money. So it's like, I take his word for it, dude. So he was just saying everything pretty much that just Puff was a scumbag, dude. Straight up. He just said it verbatim, And he even said, if they need me to go to court, I'll go to court. So there you go. You have a witness. You got Cassie, and then you got Gene Deal. So things are going to get interesting from here on out, man.
So the theories, I mean, what do you think? Have you been following this at all?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys think is going to transpire with all of this? What's going to happen to his empire? What's going to happen to him legally? What's going to happen?
What do you think, Brad?
I think he's fucked, personally. I think
Big time.
I think he's not enough, even though we've heard a lot, not a lot of it hasn't come out yet. And from what I hear about, I listened to an interview with a lawyer that worked the R. Kelly case.
Oh, I think I saw a little bit of that.
And she said he's all but buried. Like literally like on R. Kelly's status level, if not even Epstein level.
Yo, I've heard him being called the Black Epstein.
Yes. And so all these people, and they're coming out with all these clips like LeBron the other day. Hey, nothing like a Diddy party.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, and so like all these people are kind of
not good timing on that. I'll tell you.
And that's you just reminded me of something that somebody came out talking about. It was the producer one with the Suns being involved. That he said when he went to the investigators and told them that Puffy had video cameras in every single room. There were preachers involved. There were politicians involved, and he was holding it all as blackmail, just like Epstein.
Yeah, man, it's a trip, man. Also, another thing to add to that, right? Oh man, I had it. It was on the tip of my tongue. But yes, you're right. They were saying that the guy from How to Catch a Predator. He himself said that
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, they were saying that they've already been looking into him. They were just waiting for the right time.
Wow.
So this has been like an ongoing thing for a good while. It sounds like they've been planning to go for the right moment to go and raid his houses. So I mean, dude, it's big. This is going to be one of those major ones when it goes to court, because now you're going to have all these people come out, and then also we cannot forget those people that he supposedly killed. Remember,
right?
That all those people
Kim Porter.
Yeah, Kim Porter. Like everybody said, like there was only one person that was left alive from that inner circle where he had these dealings with, and I forget homegirl's name because she was breaking it down piece by piece, detail per detail, dude. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot riding on this, dude. Yeah. So I mean, for me, I'll give my projection. Yeah, I think he's, as time goes and things are going to be slowly unveiled, I think something's going to happen. I think he's gonna face
crimes. Are they going to be able to convict him of?
Well, for one, the big one's sex trafficking, right? That's like the big one. If they're really gonna nail 50 Cent's baby mom, I think her name was like Daphne or something like that. I mean, dude, it's if they get everything in line to where they can pull hardcore evidence. I mean, dude, it's only a matter of time, dude. I mean, his empire also. We can't forget the fact that he sold off Revolt. He sold off Revolt like a while ago. It's like, why are you making all these moves now, or stepping down as like the head of CEO of Revolt? It was just things like that don't make any sense.
That was when those allegations were first starting to come out.
Yeah. So it's but like if you know you're innocent, right? Like, would you give up the seat of CEO? Like, knowing that you're innocent, you got good lawyers. Like, why would you do that? There's a lot of things. Also, there's that clip too that just came out recently of him talking to Justin Bieber, and it looked like, and people were breaking it down. I like watching these videos that like people break down on his like demeanor and just the way he was kind of acting. But you can see him talking to Justin Bieber, kind of whispering stuff to him. But the one thing that was super noticeable about that video clip, he was tapping his like chest to see if he was wired. Justin Bieber, he was going like this. It was super suspicious because he was like going like this, and he just kept tapping his chest. Like, why would you do that? Getting super close to another dude, it's like, if you're gonna whisper something cool, just whisper, you know. But like for you to like physically like be touching like this certain area, I mean, bro, like to me that just seems suspicious. Again, that's just me, but I mean, dude, I don't know. I think it's gonna come down to him pretty much facing some time, dude. I mean, that's just my guess. Yeah.
Wow,
so,
dude.
But it's crazy, right? All these sort of events, it comes down to this, where who would have thought? But it's like he kind of already had like a smoking trail from a while ago. So I mean,
well, you know, in the circles I run with, we talk about 2024 being the year of the awakening, and where the truth is coming out. And here we are. You got Keefy D on trial.
Yeah.
You got P. Diddy getting taken down.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, and who knows what's going to happen on this world stage. We're not even there yet.
Dude.
But yeah,
there's
a
but
lot of stuff.
It's definitely a lot of stuff that's like, I think the more as time goes, there's a lot of stuff that's still coming out. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, I guess it's just a matter of time to see what's really kind of transpiring. If this is really going to go to court, and if the public's really going to be like, I'm sure stuff is going to leak out and all that, but I mean, it's just a matter of time, bro. See what happens, you know?
I just hope that the women and men who have allegedly been sexually assaulted all get justice.
Oh, for sure.
I hope that at the very least, their stories get heard and that it shines a light on the evil and disgusting behavior going on in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And in the entertainment business, because this is not the only person doing it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Jay-Z.
He's getting dragged into this too,
I'm waiting for Jay-Z.
Oh my God, bro. That's another story, man. I really don't know the details on that, to be honest, but I have seen his name getting thrown into there. I don't know why, but
he ain't clean, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He ain't
So
clean.
till the next episode, you know, we'll see what happens with that, or you know, again from here till then. But it's crazy.
Start thinking of all of his song names. I'm coming home. Damn.
Oh man. And also, just to add to that, like him and Meek Mill, like there's I think 2 videos like where Puff is calling him daddy. Like
they're kissing. They kissed, didn't they?
I don't know. And then they're like wearing matching outfits. I'm like, come on, man.
It's too much.
There's something going on. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Hey, dude, like I said, if you roll that way, it is what it is. But dude, come on, man. Like, there's something weird about that. Me personally, it's like me. Yo, what's up, daddy? Like,
dude. I mean, I call. There's a guy at work I call daddy, and it's an absolute. It's an absolute. You know, like
what?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's
daddy?
not even a. That's fine.
But I was hoping to lean away from it.
I do the same thing to you though. I go, hey, papi.
but like that, I can understand. But like, dude, just daddy sounds way like why?
No,
would
but when you mean it though,
yeah.
like me, I'm just being funny, right? But when you mean it, yeah, it's different.
You know what's funny? Like on the Breakfast Club, you know, it's a big show on in the East Coast. Charlamagne even asked him, "Yo, what's up with you calling Meek Mill daddy?" And then Puff was trying to play it off like, "What? When did I say that?" And he plays the clip, and he's like, "What?" He's like that's wild. Like,
Wait, that's what Diddy said?
Yeah.
He's starting to deny his own comments.
I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, I don't know. Again, 2 each their own, bro. But there's definitely something super suspicious.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Just YouTube, Diddy, Meek Mill audio, and listen to yourself.
Get your own perspective. It is in the comments with that one.
Dude.
Oh man. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm getting
I'm crying over here.
Oh, dude, that was a good one.
What's next?
All right, let's dive into something with my boy here, Brad. He's he's a sports connoisseur. So we all are, but I think Brad is just more of an expert.
You guys are goats.
So, okay, homeboy from the Dodgers. Okay, so I got 2 things I want to talk about. It gets your perspective. Yeah, okay. So for one, okay, let's think about this, guys. You guys caught his first home run ball.
Oh, home run ball. Yep.
Okay. Would you trade it in? Like, would you even trade it knowing that this dude got a $700 million plus contract? I believe is it $700 million?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you trade that ball in knowing it's the first ball he hit as a home run, right? First ball, if I think it's correct.
For 3 arch cards and a gift card to the.
So yeah. would you trade that ball for like wait off and see if you can get like a? They were saying this ball was in a 6-figure range.
Oh,
like this could get some money.
Yeah.
It's like homeboy also that caught Tom Brady's winning. Was it winning?
It
game?
was his records touchdown.
Okay, okay.
Wow.
So they were lighting this chick up because, you know, she traded it in for 2 signed baseball caps, a baseball bat, and something else, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, they were like, dude, the comments are brutal. They will like just crucify you on those comments. And they had her call in like the hotline, like this one morning station up in Los Angeles, and they were asking her, and I wanted to see kind of what she was saying, because it's like, like, dude, don't you know, like, for me, logically, right? Like, if you know this is a big deal, and I'm sure people, like, when you catch that ball at that moment, people are going to tell you, like, keep that ball, or, you know, people will talk. But no, she traded this ball in for those items that I just mentioned. Now, what do you think? Like, would you have done? Like, obviously, you would have kept it. I'm sure. I'm positive you would have kept it. But what do you think? Right move or wrong move?
Wrong move. Yeah. So they apparently, I don't know if you heard this, but they interviewed the woman, and she was actually talking that basically the Dodgers were saying that if she didn't trade the ball in, that they wouldn't authenticate it.
What?
So normally when you catch a ball or like something in the crowd, what happens is like the attendant, the person that guards the aisle, they'll run down with a piece of paper and they'll give it to you so you can authenticate the ball as being caught in the game, right? Or game used memorabilia.
Yeah.
And so she claimed that they said, if you don't give the ball back to him, we're not going to authenticate it for you.
But okay, the question on that. I'm sure there's other ways for them to authenticate that ball. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? So, for one, I think that they're trying to blackmail her. Someone was trying to get the ball for them to keep. But, dude, 6-figure ball, bro.
I think all you got to do is wait to get it back.
But she can't. There's no trade back.
She's trying, though. You can tell she's trying.
She's trying to?
Well, with what she's saying in the public, she's basically like claiming the Dodgers have blackmailed her. So that's what she's saying.
Oh, wow.
So I think she's trying to get some sort of compensation out of it.
Dude, because I mean, like I said, you could get a lot of money for that, especially like if you were able to get it signed by homeboy.
Dude,
how much are we looking? Like, how much?
He wouldn't sign it.
He wouldn't sign it
if you're not going to give it back to him. He wouldn't sign it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I think if it's worth 100,000 day one, it's probably worth like $250,000 today. Like the longer you hold on to it, it's worth what someone's willing to pay for it, right? So,
so for all you people, again, just make sure you
but
know
then
what
also,
you have.
it could be a bright side. I mean, you're in LA, you know, you're at Dodger Stadium. You're not exactly in the nicest area in the world.
What are you saying, Brad?
I'm just saying, would I feel comfortable carrying $150K cash in my pocket walking out of that place? Probably not.
No, but I'm saying like you could probably sell that off like on eBay or something, right?
Oh, you could have sold it at your seat.
Yeah,
you could have had that thing sold by the end of the game.
Yeah.
So,
true.
Yeah,
Dang.
it's interesting.
And also, okay, so with that being said as well, now there's a story out there saying that homeboy had his interpreter bet money that he was giving him on his behalf, but then on the turn and twist of events, now they were changing the story saying that it was a debt that he was trying to collect from him or whatever, and he was just, I guess, he stole money from homeboy, right? So there's like I just want to get it straight. So what happened?
Well, the story now is that he basically stole money from him, right?
Okay.
I mean, the guy
like $8 million, right?
And also,
$8 million?
yeah, it was like 5.8 million or something. But what's really interesting about it is that he just signed a $700 million contract. Well, he's deferred, I believe, about 90% of it until like 2030.
Oh wow!
So he's not going to get any of that money for like 10 years. So he's living on 10% of his salary. And the guy stole 5.6 million from him. It's like all of his salary for the entire year.
He's gonna be bagging groceries.
So I personally, at that level,
Uber driver.
I mean, that's even above Michael Jordan level. Yeah. Like, I mean, why would you even gamble?
Yeah,
at that point,
that
like,
much
what
money
would even excite you?
Yeah,
like put 5 million on one game. I mean, what even then? Let's say you put 5 million on this game.
So do we know what it was though?
15 million. You have a $700 million contract.
Do we know
that's like winning $40 for me? You know,
right. I mean, do we know what was he gambling on, or what was he betting on?
That's not come to light yet.
Okay.
So what's really interesting though is that I've heard just through the grapevine that this is the very beginning of a very large come down. There's gonna be a huge bust.
Oh, really?
Huge bust in the Major League Baseball. That's what I've heard.
Whoa.
So and they don't play games with this type of stuff, especially if you're betting on your team to lose.
So like it's an internet. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Pete Rose, the only player, I believe, one of the only players in baseball history that to this day is banned.
Oh, wow.
He's banned for life. He's the all-time leader in hits.
Damn.
And he's banned for life because he bet on his own team to win.
Hey, man, that's the guy who's confident, right?
He bet on himself to win, and they won those games. And he never, apparently there's no proof that he ever bet on them to lose. There's a lot of shit going on right now. And in relation to that, I don't know if you guys heard, there's an NBA player who actually has some ties to the Northwest that's being accused of fixing his prop bets. So prop bets are points, rebounds, steals for individual players that they offer, right? Jonte Porter is his name, and his brother, Michael Porter Jr., starts for the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
And he won the championship last year with the Denver Nuggets. He started for him. I mean, he's like a stud player, right? They played high school ball together, and his brother was a couple years younger, and he reclassified his class so that way he could play with his brother and all that kind of stuff. And he basically in turn ended up being undrafted because he was a year younger than everyone in his class. So he ended up being undrafted in the NBA.
Okay.
He finally gets a chance this year, right? He goes, I believe it's the Toronto Raptors. And in 5 of the games that he played in, all the unders hit. Like every single one of them. And they said that there was the NBA was investigating because there was some abnormal amount of money that was going in on his unders, which he's like a guy, he's like an 8th guy on the team.
Yeah.
On one of the worst teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
And they said, we had more money on his prop bets than anybody other bet in the entire league. They said someone put $100K on him to get under 5 points.
And it happened, right?
And in the game, there was some record. It was millions of dollars were bet on this one guy.
Way.
And it's his 4th NBA game, and he comes out with a finger injury and doesn't play, and all of his unders hit.
So is there any
That's
merit
insane.
behind him being involved?
Yes.
Oh.
100%. So he got his only chance in the NBA, right? And then he tried to fuck it up by going for this little cash grab, and I'm sure it could have been even as easy as just like Eddie being like, "Yo, Brad, you playing tonight?" Yeah, my hand's kind of fucked up, but I think I'm gonna play. And he's like, "All right, man, bet I got $500K on you under tonight. Can you do me a solid?"
Yeah.
No problem, man. I'll be out in the first quarter.
Man.
That's the type of shit I think that's going on.
Okay, now I get it. Okay.
Think about that though. Going through high school, you're like, yo, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to get a degree. And then maybe, just maybe, I can get in the NBA. And if I go to the NBA, I got it made in the shade. He makes it to the NBA and blows it.
At least wait. Wait until the end of your first year. The first fucking 5 games.
You said that was his 4th game?
It was his 4th game. And they said every single one of them. So they started noticing because that 4th game, they said that there was millions of dollars that were put on him.
I want to know what motivated him to do this. What did he who did he talk to? Did he just come in his mind? This is what I'm
He
do?
must have had the hourglasses going in his knees. Yeah. He knew it was all over.
No one will ever know.
Yeah. Well, his brother came out, and most of the time in something big, like this, and you're related to the person, you say, "Hey, no comment. We're letting that handle itself." He said a bunch of weird shit. He was like, "Well, I don't think he would do that." He didn't say he definitely wouldn't do that. There's no way. He was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's his first chance in the league. Why would he do that? I don't think he'd do that." And so he came out
leaving a little bit of room of doubt.
Yeah, nice job, big brother.
Oh, man.
More of the story, people. Don't bet on yourself sometimes. Don't. Just think about your move before you actually do it. God.
That is a dumb move.
Ruining your career, but just most importantly, you're screwing yourself.
Doing that is like stealing.
Literally.
Like seriously, like it's pretty
getting
tough to get a job.
at this job. You've been,
Yes.
you've spent money on your resume.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, man. Very few
college.
people get into this
Yeah.
job. You're making 6 figures, and then you're like, I'm not making enough money. I'm gonna sell some flashlights in a parking lot.
Exactly. Yeah, let's start stocking up on gloves.
God, people are so stupid.
Those leather.
People are so stupid.
Yeah,
God.
so that guy,
That is crazy.
He's probably done now.
That's insane. That is insane. No,
But
man.
yeah, no, the temptation around sports nowadays, because think about how easy it is for us. Like, it's harder in Washington, obviously. We have to drive up to the casino and go inside. And, you can do it on the app still, but you have to be on site. Like here, you could literally whisper in the guy's ear while he's on the bench and be like, yo, dude, I got a 500K on you to get under 8 points tonight. I got 100K for you if you get 6.
Yeah.
Like how tempting that is for the people that are only making
like in one night, just like that, right?
18,000 a night, they're making, which is still stupid money,
Insane,
right?
dude.
I mean,
That
but
is
good
insane.
Lord. It's out there now. And you imagine, just think about Pete Rose back in the 70s, how hard he had to go out of his way to like make that shit happen. He had to,
Times are changing, man.
Yeah, his ass
Oh,
he
dude.
had to travel all the way down to the bad part of town and talk to like 4 different people in order to take this bag full of money.
God, dude, that is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
nowadays,
insane.
though,
But we'll see what happens. I'm sure it's not going to go his way. So
And and Ohtani is the golden boy of the MLB, so they're not
not gonna
shit
touch him, yeah.
he's not going to be touched. This Jonte Porter guy, his ass is going to be thrown up into the. I don't want to say it, but he's going to be torched.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, but in regards to sports too, again, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are fighting.
Oh my god!
Did you hear about that?
I
heard they're fighting.
They're fighting. When is it? In May? Is it in May? Or
It's in August, and it's going to be on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's
wow.
another weird thing. That is an interesting approach. It's going to be streamed on Netflix
Live.
So if you have Netflix, obviously it's free.
Yeah, so
weird.
they've been
It is.
messing
It's
around
free.
with that on.
Really?
It's going to be free.
So they've been messing around with that on Netflix lately. They did a trial run with a tennis match. They did
Okay.
Djokovic versus, I believe, don't destroy me, tennis fans, but I think it's Alcatraz, Carlos. He's like the number 1 player in tennis. And Djokovic and him are very even, but Djokovic being like 38 and this kid being like 23. They played a live match on Netflix, and that was the first sporting event that they actually had showed. So obviously they know they can do it. I'm interested to see though with the hype behind it, because people even with Netflix would be willing to pay for it.
Right.
Yeah.
If they offered $20 or $5,
Yeah. Boom.
$5, yeah.
$5.
So imagine, I think,
Imagine that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
millions of people that have Netflix, they would pay $5.
I'm sure they got a huge bag from Netflix themselves, but they're
for
also going to benefit them, because now it's like, think about it. You're going to pay maybe that 1 month trial to have Netflix, which is $5.99 or $10.99, whatever it is now. And imagine how many people are going to be willing to pay those couple bucks to just watch this fight, and then you're also have the time to watch movies or shows you haven't seen for that month you subscribe for. So it's like a win-win, I think, on their end. So smart play. But nonetheless, I mean, what do you think is going to happen, dude?
Did you see the video of him training the other day?
Who? Mike
Tyson. They released this video of him training, and he's like, "Day 3, motherfucker!" And he's like going just. I mean, disgusting how quick he's throwing these punches.
For his age,
like throwing like 17 punches like in 8 seconds.
For his age, he can move still. He'll fuck somebody up.
In my
regardless.
opinion, he's not even gonna last. Jake Paul, if he comes out like that and hits him with one combo, it's over. It's over.
I hope so.
He's going to fold his ass. I think inside 5, he's going to knock him out.
You think so?
Cold. I think so, yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? We all have this misconception that these fights that Jake Paul, we were saying out of Jake Paul and Logan, Jake Paul does take boxing more seriously, right?
For sure.
And I admit to that. I'll agree. But do you think at this point, like, Mike's going to go in there to fuck him up? Or are they going to just, it's kind of like a exhibition, I guess you can say. Or do you think this is like for real? They're gonna like.
I think it's real.
Yeah.
I think that Jake was hoping that Mike would take it like an exhibition, But dude, Mike's trying to kill his ass. Like if you think about it, like from the very beginning, is as close as everybody thinks that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul were close, and like because Mike Tyson comes to his fights, and there's some connection there because Jake Paul's dad loves Mike Tyson. He says that he's his favorite fighter, all this stuff, right? So Mike Tyson hated the YouTube boxing scene. He's like, it's gonna take one person like me to shut these motherfuckers up. And so what's funny is that Jake Paul, I think, was asked like 3 years ago if he would ever get in the ring with Mike Tyson. Did you see that?
I think I do recall.
And he's like, I'm not an idiot. Like I'm not dumb. I would get destroyed by Mike Tyson. And I think he's honestly praying. Like it's an example of overconfidence, and then also him relying on the fact that he thinks Mike Tyson's too old. Right. And so I think he's gambling.
That's called a miscalculation.
Yes. He's gambling.
He's gambling too.
So I almost want to try to pull this up for you guys so you can see it, but it's like the way he was training was scary.
No, dude, I've seen some clips of him like laying like punches on the pads with this one dude. The dude holding the pads was like, dude, if he lands one like accidentally to my face, he will knock me the fuck out. Yeah. He's fast for his age, man. Mike still has it. Don't get it fucking fucked up. Don't mess somebody up still, dude. So yeah, I'm actually interested in watching it. I have Netflix, so I'll tune in. It's free.
Yeah,
so why not, right? So we'll definitely watch it, give our take on what happened. So I think it's all fair to say that, Mike's gonna take it that day or that night, whatever. So it's gonna be interesting.
If he can look, here we go. This is him just training.
I mean, look at that, Brett.
Yeah, dude. God, he's still a beast. He's still a beast.
Yes.
Man.
And he's like, I ain't playing no fucking games.
The only thing showing age is his face a little bit.
Yeah.
But look at that. His body.
Can you imagine
look at that. Look at the speed.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm going to kill you, motherfucker. That's what he said. He said he's going to kill him.
And they're wearing, I think, 16-ounce gloves or 20-ounce gloves.
Oh, my God. That head sway. Can you imagine that, Eddie?
Yeah.
This dude's just coming right at you full board. Oh, my God.
All he knows. That's all he knows.
Yeah,
look at him.
The guy still has it.
And he says, day 3, bitch, at the end. And it's like, oh, my God.
So when does this fight take place?
August, right?
Yeah, I think it's like first week of August.
And he's training right now.
Yes.
Oh,
so
we're
he's
in April.
got 4 months of training that he's about to do.
God, man. Mike Tyson, man, I want to say he's a solid character, dude. I didn't know, though, like just one thing that I don't know if you guys knew. He actually had a daughter and she died because there was a treadmill accident. Yeah. She like fell or something like that. Ooh. And dude, like I remember this one interview where it got pretty deep. They were asking like, so how'd you overcome that? He's like, still haven't. I still haven't. He's like, I till this day, it's still with me. I'm like, dude, the dude faced a lot of trials and tribulations, man. But I mean, the dude is respected from all over the world, bro. Yep. I mean, dude, even me when I was little, I used to hear Mike Tyson like, dude, this guy's a beast.
He's gonna kill him, dude. All I know is when they open up,
kudos to him, man.
He's an underdog.
Mike in this fight?
So the odds opened up. Jake Paul's minus 500.
What the fuck?
Which means you have to bet 1,000 to win 500.
Oh
wow! So Mike Tyson, it's like you put $100 on it, and if he wins, you get 600.
Damn.
He's like plus 400.
Then I will.
I've been looking like every week to see if they finally will drop the odds, so that way I can run in there because I already know the odds are going to be way in his favor once the fight comes because obviously all the money is going to get dumped on him. And then by the time the fight comes, it's going to be a toss up.
So maybe they're just doing it to create hype,
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to try to say stuff to sell the fight and all this, but it's really going to boil down to the night of the fight. And I mean, again, I take Mike as the type of dude, like he signs up for a fight. I think he's going to come out there swing. He's not going to just joke around, bro.
He's going to try to put him away in the first round.
Yeah, that's what I hope, dude. I want to see a first round knockout.
Lift him off his feet with an uppercut.
God
damn, dude.
You can do 12 seconds. 12 seconds.
I mean, dude, the question is, okay, would you go around with Mike? 1 round?
Never. Not even with money on the line.
2 minutes, right? No. It's a 2-minute round, right?
If I was guaranteed to get payout no matter what the result was, I would do it.
Bro. But I'm telling you, I might not ever wake up. I would fucking do everything.
I wouldn't.
I would get crumpled within 32 seconds. I would backpedal, put my hand up, and then you just come forward, and you just throw 3 straights and just hit me right in the chin.
I would be the guy running out of the ring. Like as soon as that bell hits, I'd jump the rope and then I'd run.
Yeah,
like, where's my money at?
You'd slip on a banana peel. Who threw that banana in here?
So definitely, man, there's something to look forward. We'll definitely have to tune into that. Just give our perspective after the fight. But yeah. We all got Mike on this, and hopefully, hopefully just be an exciting fight.
Mike by murder.
Mike by
I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait.
How did that whole thing transpire? How did that start? Who would be so stupid?
I don't know. I mean, as long as the bag's right, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure Netflix or whoever came with them say, hey, well, I mean, dude, I'm sure they're just going to get paid a couple mil, bro. I mean, they're going to make some good money walking away from the sponsorships, and then obviously what Netflix is willing to pay them. I mean,
there's got to be some deal though, where Mike can't murder him.
Maybe.
No, there can't be.
There can't be. You think so?
I don't think so. I mean, if Netflix is going to have this as their crowning sporting event, they can't have it be like that.
True.
You know what I mean?
Valid. Yeah,
and,
I agree.
I don't know if you heard, but you know how Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury?
Yes.
Right? They tried to offer Tommy Fury something similar. Like it was like 5-10 million.
Yeah.
He said no. And so that's why Mike Tyson ended up taking this fight.
Wow.
But what's really funny is also Jake Paul's dad's reaction when he tells him he took the fight. He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
As a good dad should
he's
say.
like, "What is wrong with you?" He's like, "Are you serious?" Like he actually looked really genuinely concerned. For him.
Like, boy, you don't
like
know
that one meme where they have, "What the hell is even that?"
Like he's like scratching.
Daddy, chill.
He's like rubbing the wrinkles on his forehead. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know.
Hey man, they're both gonna walk away with money in the day, win or lose. But hey, it's gonna be entertaining.
One of them's gonna have their brain intact.
Oh yeah,
so I don't
one of them's gonna be walking out with a little bit of CT, bro. I don't know, man, but we'll look forward to it, boys.
We're not even entertaining the smallest possibility.
No.
That.
There's no chance.
Not even a chance.
No, unfortunately not.
I like Jake Paul as a boxer, but this is not a good matchup for you.
Nah,
you're dead.
Yeah, there's no way. And if you can't make it through this, there's no way you're fighting a fucking Canelo Alvarez.
And you can't put on dead weight to fight a boxing match, right?
Yeah.
Like, because what he fights at like 180, right, or 185,
something like that. Yeah.
And they're doing this match at heavyweight, so that means that it's like 205 and up.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to put on 20 pounds of dead weight. So he's basically saying like Mike Tyson can be as heavy as he wants. I'm gonna still fuck him up.
Wow.
That's what he's saying. Yeah. And so I mean, Mike Tyson could literally walk in there fully hydrated, fully like trained up.
Yeah.
He's going to have no injuries, I assume. I mean, they're going to train him because he's a professional. I mean, they're going to train him in the best way possible.
Yep.
He's going to come in there looking for blood.
This ain't his first rodeo.
No, this is it. And he's wanted to end this shit since the very beginning.
Yeah.
Before he linked up with Paul, like we kind of talked about at the beginning. He's the one who wants to end this YouTube shit.
Yeah.
And he can do it. And even Dana White said, "Oh, Jake Paul, I don't see you stepping up to fight Mike Tyson." Back when he fought Roy Jones like a few years ago, right? They did that little exhibition, and apparently Mike could have put him away like in the first minute. But he kind of did this little patty cake thing.
Yeah.
He had this like respect for him, so he kind of let him live.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he'll do the same for Jake Paul. I think he might just end him really quick.
If I were to bet on anything on that fight, I would bet that Mike Tyson lets him live.
Okay. Oh, you think so?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, it makes more sense for Jake Paul to take the fight. I mean, but at the same time, what's the point in even taking the fight as a fighter? If you're going to go in and take the biggest challenge, right?
Yeah.
Like, why would you?
Overkill. Like, I mean, think about it. If you're Mike Tyson, right, and you just overkill this YouTube
murdered.
Sensation, right, and all of a sudden you got.
Him in the ring.
I mean, he's working on trying to get himself in a peaceful and tranquil life, and time in his life, and so this could, if he ends up murdering this guy in the ring. It might take a little bit away from that juju.
I think he might be. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he'd be unhappy to kill somebody, but I think there'd be some people out there that are happy, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. How about this? How about we plan to see if we can watch that together, all of us?
That'd be fun.
We'll live stream that one.
That would be fun.
It's free. It's free. I mean, I'm sure you have Netflix, right? You do.
I got Netflix.
Yeah. Okay.
I got
Okay. So you
will by then.
We'll live stream it. We'll live stream it on our IG or maybe on our YouTube page. We'll definitely figure something out. We'll make an announcement and we'll give a take by take each by round. We can't show it obviously because of copyrights and all that. But you just come hang out with the boys. We'll go through it and we'll just give you our take by take round per round. So yeah, we'll do that something like that.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's on the next on the agenda? Oh, okay. So next week we're recording this on a Saturday. this coming Monday and Tuesday, the solar eclipse. What do you think about that, boys? You guys gonna watch it?
I don't even think we're going to see it much. Are we?
Cloudy.
Oh, that's right.
Cloudy, but
there's a map where it's going to show, right?
It's coming from like Texas all the way up through like Maine and all, Tennessee and all that part of the country.
Texas.
So there's a
Texas.
Let's go to the conspiracy mode. And I want to ask you this. You've probably heard of it, but supposedly it's a conspiracy that like it's like made. Like it's actually the U.S. doing it for something like that. I don't know.
No.
I've heard one or two, something like that. And also with the earthquakes happening, like New York just had one. And I forgot where else there was another one. Oh, in Taiwan. Taiwan. 7.5.
Yeah.
Dude, the videos from that are crazy.
China did it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and then you have the volcanoes in Iceland that's hitting the tourist area over there.
Man,
and
dude.
just keeps erupting. I mean, I'm telling you guys, read the book of Revelation. It's all in there.
It's hitting the fan.
It's like birth pangs, and this will happen. And they're talking about the climate changing. They're talking about people going hungry. They're talking about pestilences and wars. I mean, dude, we're living it live, baby.
And we're potting through it, baby. Let's go.
There might be a day in the podcast where, at least one of us just vanishes.
No, dude, just don't go to Haiti, all right?
Or all three of us. We could all just appear in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, man.
And I'm just saying, and y'all read it here.
The goal is obviously if there was nuclear war, we'll find a bunker. We'll still pot through it all. We'll probably do it through Morse code because everything that's going on or whatever. But dude, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of things that have happened this past couple weeks. But back to that Taiwan the earthquake. There was this one like these videos that I saw of them on this bridge.
Oh, I saw that.
Crazy. Swinging, bro. Yeah. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Oh, but in talks of bridges, what do you think about that bridge over there in Baltimore?
Yeah, dude.
All the conspiracies with that, how there was like explosions happening before the freaking boat even hit it. Like this dude was like pointing it out, like how like you saw like these little like what it looked like explosions on the top ends of the bridge.
So
crazy.
No, I didn't see that. I mean, I saw the video of him trying to show all that stuff, but I've looked at a lot of different videos on that. And I mean, dude, it was just that freaking, the boat, you could see it lost power.
Yeah.
And so they were having power issues.
It came back on at one point too, right?
Came on right at the last second.
They called super early though. Did you hear about that? Like when their power went out, they were able to like make contact with the people on the bridge.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
They told them like minutes ahead of time.
Get off.
So I don't know if you saw, but the traffic was flowing on the bridge in the video, like the time lapse video. But right before the boat hit, they stopped traffic.
Okay.
So that's why only 6 people died.
Right.
Because they were people that were working on the roadways. So they had their trucks like parked on the bridge, but everyone else
and they couldn't get off.
Stopped. Well,
or they
I don't know if
think
they knew.
would...
I don't know if they knew like how serious it was like in the moment. They're like,
Gotcha.
my bad.
No worries.
Basically they they're like, hey, I mean, kind of man the ship. They're working potholes and doing whatever else. And I don't know if I would assume they have things like that happen pretty often, right? Like where they're like, oh, hey guys, stop traffic just for 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, false alarm. Keep it going.
Yeah.
So I would assume it was something like that. But wow, the video
crazy.
That went down.
Holy
the whole thing for that. And what's also crazy, they were trying to block off cars from going that way. Like there was I don't know if it was like a state patrol or sheriff or whatever, but they were trying to block people from going that route, and they were just going through to the bridge. I'm like, dude. I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna get that far. I'll tell you that.
Swim.
Yeah, you're gonna go for a swim. But man, dude, that thing came down like
in seconds.
In seconds.
It was like a house made of sticks.
Yeah, literally.
It just crumbled.
In relation to that, I have a bone to pick with our local Seattle talk show radio.
Okay.
I was listening to 97.3 Cairo, and they were going back and forth about being all pissed off that the government, apparently Biden said the government is going to completely pay for all of the construction costs that it takes to get that bridge up and running again. So, and then the local hosts were talking about how they were all pissed off because there was a local bridge, I guess, that had deteriorated to the point where it needed construction too. And then when our governor asked for federal assistance, they said, well, we're not going to give you that much. But I'm like, look at the situation. You had one that, okay, yeah, it's not in great shape, but, get your act together. and then you have one that just completely collapsed.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at these Seattle talk show hosts on Cairo, and I'm thinking, where are you guys at? Where are you guys? What are you thinking? The situation is completely different. It's not the same.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just had to throw that out. That kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, of course. Let it all out,
I have
brother.
no beef with the government coming in and paying for the full construction
For sure.
because it is a major.
It's a big part of
and it's our economy, and we're not. I was happy to see that Biden jumped in so quick to keep our economy going. We need this economy going. So I was just really pissed off at our local host for just having the audacity, the audacity to talk about
try to take the shine in the midst of this. Yeah.
Like taking it away. Like, dude, it was not even the same situation. Shut up. I turned it off. I turned it to a new radio station. I
started cranking up Tupac.
Yeah.
In other words, though, I know we're getting close to time to on landing this ship here. No pun intended. But the squatters' rights. Have you guys been hearing about that stuff?
In Florida, right?
How about that guy, the guy who's been just paid $50,000? They went to a nonprofit organization to pay the rent that the homeowner is missing on. Did you hear about that?
No, there's one that's locally. The one that's like remember that one gentleman we were talking about? They were trying to shame him because he was living.
Yes.
Is it an Asian guy?
Yes.
They gave him $50,000 the other day.
No way.
Yes.
Okay, so break down the story. Let's break down the story.
They ran a GoFundMe though to pay for his rent.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, they paid it the other day.
Christ, dude.
Yeah.
What's wrong with people?
Dude, wait, but I'm not. I haven't followed this story. So help me out.
So this dude, from what I understood, and Brad, I think you know what we're referring to the story, right?
Totally.
So this dude is a pretty wealthy guy, right? He's pretty wealthy. He's squatted in this pretty like expensive house, not paying rent. He just went in there, started just squatting in this house. Not leaving. The owners went in there, talking about, hey, you need to get out, never leaving, whatever. And I think the rule applies here in Washington State. If you're there for 30 days or whatever,
you collect mail.
You're pretty much you can stay there.
Yeah.
Like how I understand it, right? And what they're doing now, there was a lot of Seattle locals that were actually trying to shame him, like blasting his name out there, putting his name out there on social media, shaming him for like, dude, like you don't own this property. You don't own this house. This, like he was trying, I think he was trying to say that he was like, he had a lease with the house there, like staying for rent, but that wasn't the case.
Lease?
Yeah, fake lease. Yeah. And that's what people are doing. They were trying to make these like fake leases, like saying that I've been paying rent for this for staying in this house for X amount of time, but that's never the case. And the police can't do anything about it. They have to go through court and all that. So it's like it's to me it's just this whole point of if you don't own the property, what the fuck do you have rights to the house? That's just what blows my mind. And to me, if I was a homeowner like that, I mean, do I be heated? Like, so you can't do nothing. You can't physically grab them, throw them out for trespassing, nothing like that. You have to have the cops involved, but then again, you have to go through court in order to make a statement to like clear all that out. Like, hey, he's trespassing. He's staying in the house that I'm paying for or that I own, and I want them out. And even at that point, it's like, what do they do? It's like I feel like they just lean more towards the people that cross those boundaries and trespass and stay in those houses that they're not even theirs.
Right.
It's like it's crazy to me. Just the concept of thinking about it is like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The socialists and the Marxists are really behind the idea of squatting, because their idea is that, okay, if there's a house that's vacant, then it's obviously someone who has the money to afford a house that's vacant. So they can still live in their house, and then that vacant one, someone else can stay there for free. That's the socialist Marxist.
That's like
approach. That's their mindset. So that's who supports these types of people. What I want to know is, are these socialist Marxists supporting this rich man who can easily afford a house?
Yeah.
Taking the opportunity from a poor squatter that is still homeless.
Yeah, right. Somebody that's like literally homeless.
I want to know what their take is.
Right.
On that.
That'd be interesting. If you're part of those groups, hey, we'll give you an invitation to the pod to come through and let us know. Or send a clip of like what you think. Like, hey, convince us if you can, right? But there's no way I'm moving any inch on like siding with people like that.
If that guy that's squatting wants to come on the pod, he can't come in the house.
Yeah. We'll do it out.
We'll have to do it from the front window.
He said, Jose.
Nah, we'd strong long arm him out.
We come in, it's like, dude, who's this?
Yeah, like a half baked dude on the couch.
Oh my god,
dude, that was the OG squatter right there,
yeah, dude. He was just laying on the couch, and they wake him up to give him a hit. He just wakes up.
No idea who this guy is.
Oh, bro, yeah, that's funny.
Just smoked weed one time, and then he never left.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but so they gave him $50,000.
Wow, dude, that is
news, dude.
so Seattle justice, though.
Yeah.
Give a rich man $50,000.
So they gave the 50,000 obviously to the owner of the house.
Oh,
Okay,
I thought
owner of the house.
So they gave it to the
owner,
but to pay his rent. To pay the guy's so they basically gave the guy 50,000 to pay his debt off. So now he's and I'm assuming it's the same. It's a Middle Eastern gentleman, I believe, that owns that house. And he brought over all of his buddies, all of his friends and family, and they brought machetes and all types.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's legit though.
I mean, we need to follow the same agenda as Florida.
mallets
In Florida, you can actually get them out of the house. It's trespassing. It's against the law, and that is it. That's how it should be, in my humble opinion. That's how it should be. We should follow suit, but it's happening. I mean, the
California, it's really bad
in California. But there was an interesting video where that one lady up in New York, right? I was showing you the video where she got arrested for going into the home that she owned, and they let the guy that was squatting in there just free be about.
Yes,
and he was trying to pull out receipts saying that, like, you know, he had a lease, but he was pulling receipts of stuff that he bought for the house. Like that's not a lease, though.
That's
nothing,
lease, my man.
And you know, she's got to go through court and go through all those legal actions and whatever. It's like. Dude,
I'm telling you,
it's crazy.
The time is right for the time is ripe for a black market to exist. To
squat.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want the house over there? Give me $50 and I'll
we
go
could
stay
set
over
up
there.
a squat team. And we could make some money off these homeowners. And dude, we could clean house.
I'm like, hey,
Blackmail all of them.
Say, we want a new studio. We want a new studio. Go squat in that house.
I'm talking Suge Knight style. I'm talking, we go up in there, and as soon as they see us, they know what's up. They know what time it is.
Don't they have like an actual squat team like that? They do have one. Remember, I think, there was one where like they were grabbing people and throwing them out.
Yes, dude, that's what. Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The time is ripe for that.
Oh, dude, there's
black market is ready.
The civilians have taken justice in their own hands, and they're actually doing that. I don't know what state, but they are actually.
I will break legs. I will. I'll go. Tanya Harding. I will have you screaming, "Why?"
You get a sword if you want to go Tanya Harding.
No. She. It was. Remember
It was a hammer to the foot. Is that what it was?
It was a pipe.
moly.
No, it was a pipe.
Yeah.
She had her two.
You know who that is? You don't
I
know
don't know who that is. Who's it? Enlighten me.
Oh, okay. So it's just like, I want to say the '94 Olympics or something.
Oh, I heard about that. They smashed her legs, right?
So Tanya Harding,
Yeah.
she was like this white trash, trailer trash skater.
Okay.
That she made it to the Olympics, right? But Nancy Kerrigan was like the princess. And she was the one that they knew she was going to skate circles around Tanya Harding.
Yeah.
Tanya Harding knew that. So she had two little henchmen with her, one guy with a pipe, and they found Nancy Kerrigan and hit her in the legs, hit her in the knees. And so all you could hear was
Holy
Nancy
moly.
Kerrigan screaming, "Why?" Yeah, they took Nancy Kerrigan out of the Olympics.
That's insane. Just like that.
And then
Fucking
talk about injustice.
Holy
So they
moly.
took Tanya Harding out, but then Tanya Harding ended up doing some stuff with MTV, like on some reality TV stuff.
Yeah.
And she ended up being a reality star out of all this stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I
made a lot
remember
of
hearing
movies about
the
her,
story
too.
about that where like Olympic chick
Maybe
got
it
her
was on
like knee
MTV.
smashed in, but I didn't know it was that chick you're talking about. I didn't know like that was like that person.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It could have been VH1. I think VH1 went that route with Tanya Harding. That seems VH1-ish.
God, man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Insane.
Mob
But-
shit.
That is, literally, that is.
but if it's a home squatter, I got the lead pipe ready.
Oh, bro.
Just kidding. I'm a peaceful dude.
I'm not peaceful if you're in my house. I'm doing everything I can. I'll burn the fucking house to the ground if I have to. I don't give a
Watch
shit.
go to ashes. Just completely
Honestly,
everything.
I mean, I wonder if they've considered just burning the house to the ground.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Would insurance cover it at that point, you think?
yeah, I think so. As long as they
Not
weren't-
arson. Not
Yeah.
if it's you that's
Right.
burning your own house.
And who knows
but-
you started it? I'm like, I don't know. how
Well,
it
that's the
started.
thing. That's why you just make
mean-
What
sure
if,
that.
what if you blame it on the person squatting and they burn the house down?
Well, again, you don't know if these squatters probably have cameras set up to protect themselves.
Right. Oh my God.
You go to jail for 20 years.
Okay, people, we're not giving you this. I'm just saying, what if? It's a big what if. I'm just saying.
We're just putting the spark out there.
Yeah.
You guys let your creativity take you where it's going to take you.
I mean, you got to think that the public is probably like, they were pissed about this, right?
Oh, for sure.
If the house, let's say the house did end up, burning to the ground, who's to say that it's the owner?
Yeah.
I mean, so many people are pissed off about this to the point where they were able to get $50,000 to pay off this rent.
Just make sure, if you're going to do anything on that level, make sure that you all your digital connections and whatever. There's nothing that can be tracked because the FBI. You got to worry about those 3-letter alphabets. They're listening right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just for Phoebe? Us talking about it, we're in their servers.
Call them Phoebe.
But I mean, yeah. So I mean, you just got to be real sly about it. Get a burner phone. And do your business.
Oh, there's ways around it. I'm sure there's ways around it. If you really got to plot easy,
FIBA and Chia.
FIBA and Chia. Yeah. The ABCs, like you call them. Yeah. The ABCs.
Yeah.
Oh, boys. I mean, I don't know. Unless you guys have anything else. I mean, do you guys want to close this one up? There was one last topic I actually wanted to touch bases on just because it's very interesting. I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on it, if I may, but I'll just throw it out there. Last thing to talk about. Those conjoined twins that married that one guy.
How does that work?
I haven't seen this one. I'm excited.
Okay.
Like, how did they do that?
Okay, so let's set the stage.
Do they cover the other one during like like put a mask on her face?
Well, she's doming homeboy up.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well,
2 heads.
Let's hear it.
Okay,
lay out the story.
2 heads, same heart, same body.
I'll pull it up.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 2 heads.
Okay.
One of them married their significant other. The question remains, but what about the other chick? In theory, to me, the way it seems like he married both of them. But legally, through the court's eyes, one of them married the other gentleman, right? Only one of them, one head, if you want to get technical. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, I don't think I've ever, like, there was this one I was reading about how these triplets, they want to marry. No, there's twins. They want to get impregnated at the same time. So how would they be able to do it? It's like, how? Like,
people are making life way too complicated.
I'm just saying, homeboy is in for a wild one.
Threesome every night.
True. Literally.
I mean, if that's your, oh my gosh. I mean,
3 heads.
More like 1.5 some.
There it is.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There you go. That's
I remember those girls too.
Yep.
They look very tongue in cheek.
Look at that. Homeboy's
dude.
happy.
Oh, he looks like a guy that would marry conjoined twins.
2 for 1.
Wouldn't you have to have
Look at that.
enormous wedding dress to fit those shoulders?
It messaged a lot of haters out there. But one thing I do want to say is that apparently they just want to, I guess, you would think people at this level, right, where they want to like make a spectacle about this or just be put out there. Ooh, so there's ancient stuff about this?
Yeah, wow. I guess it happened in Egypt too.
Oh wow.
That dude totally just did this
Abby
shit oh dude, he's doing this for all the jokes.
You think so?
Oh yeah, he doesn't like her.
He doesn't like her.
And he only makes eye contact with the one.
It's like, don't you feel that at that point? Come on, bro. Gotta give love equally, you know what I'm saying?
What the hell is going on right now?
It's a real thing though.
This is on the Discovery Channel. Oh,
E-News,
Discovery
baby.
Health Channel.
So how do they take tests in high school?
True. 2 brains are better than one, right?
They each wrote the same desk with the opposite hands.
Yeah, I mean, how would that?
Okay, I just gotta throw it out there. Allegedly, I want to say allegedly. We don't want to get sued. Okay, that's the last thing we want. There was like a supposed leak of like them like really wilding out in college. I don't know if it's real, but there's like a photo. It's crazy. I'll just say they're heyday.
Double deep throating?
Are they?
Oh my god!
I don't want to say yes, and I don't want to say no. I don't. Again, you do your Googles, people, but I'm just saying it is wild. But hey, no power to them, man. Hey, love has no boundaries. I'll say that, Fred.
Apparently
right?
not. anymore.
Well,
How would you handle that?
I guess 2 mouths are better than one.
Oh man. Oh yeah, that's
Interesting
that's
though, right?
Perfect way to end it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm gonna go home and throw up.
Oh my god! It kind of looks like she's hiding behind her.
Oh man!
Like she came up, she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then her chin just rests right on her.
Right. Well, you definitely know who the dominant one is.
Oh, for sure, the one on the right.
You know,
she's
but
the one who had to get married.
But you know what's amazing though?
On her
Like,
right.
you know what's amazing to me? Like that the heart can be like that soul, I guess, to be like two heads and one heart is what's crazy to me. To be able to function and all that. It's amazing. Like
I think what's amazing to me is that mom and dad decided to keep him. I'm just kidding. I'm
What's
kidding.
also what kind of okay? Let's be
kidding.
real. Let's be real.
Oh,
Here.
the rhino's out today,
Oh,
baby.
let's
The
be
rhino
real.
is in action.
Let's be honest. What kind of a sick fuck would ask them out on a date? I'm not saying they deserve to be loved, but not by a normal person. Let's be real. I mean, good lord, are you kidding
Oh,
me?
they're fucking ruthless. I mean,
What is she
they're
doing?
driving. They drive.
Riding, dude,
Interesting.
Oh, that.
and riding.
Oh, they
bike-
got to stretch that thing out. They stretch that shirt out.
Dude,
double
they're
wide.
living life though, bro. That's cool. I mean, power
Yeah.
to them. Again, power to them.
Yeah.
Just very interesting. But I want to know more
Yeah.
about the history behind like Egyptian. You said Egyptian times?
Oh, I was just they were showing a statue
you-
with 2 heads.
You had me on that. I was like, damn, there's some history to this. Interesting.
No, I'm sure that this is not the first one in history.
I have another question.
I mean, you've seen those snakes that.
Do they get 1 airline ticket or 2?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because to me, if I'm the airline, I'm like, bitch, you need 2 seats.
Well, I'm sure if you watch,
They don't show 1 ID.
I'm sure if you watch their show, like, wow, because then like, what if one person gets arrested? You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah, how does that work?
fucked. Then they're
Did they get
I
like
didn't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't imprison me. I didn't
Yeah.
do shit. What if one of
I
them
didn't
murders
sign
somebody?
that check.
They're like, well, unfortunately, your left hand also took part in the murder, and since your head is on the left side of the body, we're gonna have to charge you with that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but I'm right-handed.
I was unconscious.
yeah.
Damn, this is very interesting.
they have to eat double
There's
the
a lot of
food?
questions that we definitely need answered.
Yeah, this is definitely our first time seeing this.
Okay, and then also at the same time, they have to be wearing like some sort of custom-made clothing.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure. Everything custom, baby. Everything custom.
Yeah.
Well, they probably have sponsors. I mean, they
Oh,
look
dude,
famous.
yeah, for sure. I mean, dude, they're the talk of the town. We're talking about them. It's like, but recently, obviously, one of them got married. What are the names? Abby and
Brittany.
Brittany. Yeah, so it's like,
This is just unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this.
yeah,
The one actually looks like her like she's standing behind her, like, hey, like just standing behind her with her chin on her shoulder.
Right.
What the
that's
hell
crazy.
is going on?
Nah, man. Hey,
Good for them.
congratulations to you. Hopefully,
Yeah.
you live
Congrats.
a good life with your husband and your husband and
It's
your
gonna
two
get real interesting
wives,
when
or
your
one
other
wife.
girl finds another husband, and then you have to sleep in the same bed with 2 dudes.
But that's the thing. I mean, let's be real.
Oh,
as men,
that
as
would be
men,
messy.
as men, let's be real. I mean, just try to be serious.
Yeah.
When it comes to intimacy, how?
Oh,
Like, how?
it's the same thing.
Like,
Well, dude, and
They
if
have to
they're
bang
both
the same-
married,
That's what I'm
but they're-
saying.
But they're sharing the same garage.
that's what I'm saying,
Oh,
right? Like,
dude.
where do we find the line of like,
kid?
this is kind of like,
Yeah.
Whose kid is it?
2 cars, 1 garage.
Oh,
Man.
that is terrible. So you got to both go at once? Oh, and then you're.
oh my god, bro. There's so many questions we have. I'm just very fascinated.
That's a
honestly.
teacher?
Yeah. Look at that.
Does she teach
Are they-
biology?
I don't know.
Just kidding.
Biology. Yeah.
So the one girl's working, the other one just shows up.
Just a free
She's the
ride.
TA.
A free ride.
She's
she's
an
the
extra
key-
set of
yeah.
eyes for all those children cheating on the test.
Man, those have desks that go up like that. Man, I never had desks
It's
like
too
that.
bad they don't
That's crazy.
have 4 arms. That'd be sick.
Isn't that like the Indian goddess, the one with 4 arms?
Yeah,
and 2 heads?
if they had 4
Yeah,
arms
what
and
is
4
that?
legs.
I
What's
forgot
that
what it
called?
was. I forgot.
Dude, 4 arms, 4 legs, it'd be a spider.
That's crazy. I don't know, man. I mean, hey, the human body is fascinating as we can see, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Medical marvel.
I do have to eat
Medical
soon.
marvel. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close this one out again. Sorry for our absence. always in life, things always come up, but hey, we're back at it. We're not going to leave you. We're nowhere near that. But of course, check out all our previous past content on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Tune In From Radio, YouTube, all that jazz. But make it easy for yourself. Go on Instagram, follow us there. Beyond Expedition Podcast. We'll have direct link leading you to where we're available. All major streaming platforms, everywhere. We're everywhere.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments.
Comments.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, love, like, dislike. Let us know your thoughts. Yeah, TikTok. We're on TikTok too for now. I mean, so far they're not we're not
banned.
Yeah, we're not banned from there, or not banned, but we're not TikTok
shadow banned.
Removed or shadow banned. Yeah, we're still good. We're still good.
Nice.
So we'll catch you in the next one. Take care when this drops. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Till next time, we love you. Peace.